Hey guys, before we start, with the holidays well underway, you might be looking for that special gift. Check out our merch store at teespring.com, where we have the new winter gear out, from Madman Cafe to Madman with the Show. Shirts, hoodies, mugs, and even pillows. Use the promo code GravyCafe to get an additional 10% off your purchase now until November 25th. All proceeds goes to help this channel. That's teespring.com/shop-Q2cast. Well, you could say a lot is going on. The AT&T bloodbath is still continuing. I tell you, we have a lot to talk about that on a couple of episodes, and this one I don't know what file I should put it in. Maybe yes, no, maybe. But thanks for tuning in. Zane here. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. We do really appreciate that. As we get closer into Thanksgiving and toward the end of this nightmarish year, which I don't think 2021 is going to be either any better, but I could be wrong. We've discussed before about the cancellation of the Venture Brothers. Warner has been systematically canceling a lot. AT&T is ordering this. The slashes are coming through. I mean, we're seeing this all the way to DC Comics. I mean, they are literally cutting everything. We have executives leaving left and right. They see the writing on the wall. I mean, AT&T is literally slashing everything from every section, trying to sell off as much. DirecTV, Crunchyroll, and we'll be discussing this soon, possibly CNN. I mean, that is a shocker. There are cancellations of TV shows on some of their networks. We could be seeing the end of certain things that we like. It could be gone. Other things, we may see a rebirth of it in some way, shape, or form. Others may be gone forever. But what we've gotten here from one of the gentlemen at HBOMAX, he's Andy Forrestell, and he has been paying attention to the Venture Brother fans, because there's a possibility, and I'm talking a slight possibility, and it's so minuscule, to the point that we may get that season 8 of Venture Brothers.
What's going on?
I don't know, but judging from these goggles, it's the Guild. Seems like you made it to the big league. What'd you do?
Nothing. I was just sitting here watching the worst porno ever.
Could it be more? It's hard to say. It's very hard to say. Reading off from his tweet, the Venture Brothers fans are passionate, but incredibly civil. I received tons of emails, of all which are short, very well written notes, oozing with politeness. Class fans, nothing imminent, but know what they're working on. We have never, let me tell you something. When it comes to the fandom, you hear this from the mainstream media, that we are toxic, that we don't agree with everybody, stuff like that. You haven't realized that the fandom is made up by many different ideologies, both left, right, up, down, black, white, yellow, green, whatever. We have been around for decades. We have loved many different things. We've disagreed with each other. We've gone to conventions. We've gone to gaming events and stuff like that. And we've disagreed with each other, and we've agreed with each other. There are many things that the fandom does right. And there are a couple of things that we do wrong every once, very small. But we do get a small, as they say, contingent who've tried to squeeze their way in to the fandom and considering themselves fandom, and they're not. They weren't invited in. I mean, we don't mind, people coming to us and jumping along with us and saying, hey, listen, hey, I want to join up and stuff like that. We don't have a secret handshake. We don't charge a fee or anything of that nature. If you want to come aboard with us, it's fine. You have an equal opinion with us. But when you try to sneak in and try to push your own agenda and push us out, that's where we get angry about. And in this case, yes, we are passionate. And I think Andy saw what was going on, not only the notes that he's gotten, the consistent spamming, and I hate to say that it is spamming. We have put, if you've go on Adult Swim Facebook, Twitter, any site where Adult Swim is on, or Cartoon, or any news that comes on in the comments lines, it's been inundated with Venture Brothers, period. It's been hashtag save the Venture Brothers, hashtag this, Venture Brothers, hashtag season 8. All these different hashtags, photos, clips, some fan art. There's some great fan art out there. There's one particular girl I have on Twitter that she sort of puts herself in the episodes of Venture Brothers. So like she draws herself in and she does a nice job of it. And, that tells you how strong this fandom is. This series has been around 17 years. Okay, they've only had 17 years, seven seasons, because they've taken a far between. I have to say, Jackson, Doc, I'm telling you, you gotta crowdfund this. You definitely got to crowdfund this. You will get the money. Don't worry, you will get the money. The money is there for you. You just gotta put that Indiegogo up. You probably will get it in the first 48 hours. I'm pretty much about guarantee on that. If Keanu can raise about $1.5 million on there in a quick time, and so can Ethan Van Sciver, a lot of these other guys that are popular on Indiegogo, you can get this also. I mean, the show's been around, 17 plus years, 7 seasons. I mean, they skip in between. Long periods of time in between. I mean, I met these guys at New York Convention years ago. They're really funny. They're really funny. And the fans fill a Hall H. That is possible. I mean, that's how many fans are on this series. It's been around for quite some time, and the fan base is enormous. For Adult Swim to cancel it, well, actually, it wasn't Adult Swim. It was more like toward Warner, AT&T. For them to cancel this and to give Eric Andre another, 2 seasons more? I mean, that is ridiculous. I mean, no offense to Eric Andre. And I've said this before. What Eric Andre is doing is what we did in the 80s as far as TV shows. We were doing that. It's basic, it's simple, it's cheap. Is it funny? Gets a little crazy, gets a little cringy, but I guess some people do like that, and that's those fans there. But to take one premise of a show that's inexpensive and cancel out one of your top shows. I mean, this is about as big as Rick and Morty also. You have a fan base that will stick with you no matter what you do. You put out a good show, they will keep coming back to you. Right now, like I said, AT&T and Warner are cutting the fat. We're already seeing this on Cartoon Network. We're seeing this on Adult Swim. We're already seeing it in Toonami. And I'm saying this right now, and we're going to discuss this another time. Of the 3, 2 of them will only survive. Only 2 will stay survive. And I'm telling you right now, Toonami is the one that's going. Toonami is going to die out because they cannot afford the anime that comes in. Though what'll happen is, and I'll tell you straight out, and we'll discuss this further, they're going to go with the cheaper anime, and you've already seen that they're happening at the 2-3 o'clock level. They're putting in cheaper animations that they're creating. It's the same thing like Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll is trying to create their own stuff, and you see what's going on. Where's Hard Guardian Spice? And then there's that other anime that just literally got destroyed on Twitter. Literally got destroyed. It's horrible. But when you look at Netflix, even though Netflix has their situations and problems, and they need to resolve that problem, that cuties problem. But they're bringing in, there's a ton of anime on there. I've been watching a lot of the anime that's been on there just to see what they got versus everybody else. I've been on Hulu, I've been on Netflix, been Tubi, Retro, and I'm trying to see who has a great balance of it. And I've seen a lot on Netflix now, and they're expanding further. Even though AT&T has Crunchyroll, they're looking to sell it. Okay, they're looking to get rid of it. So that means they're trying to get rid of the anime because it's costing them money. But we'll discuss that on another one. When it comes to Venture Brothers, coming back to Venture Brothers, when you're looking to the perspective, how much does it cost them? It probably does cost them a bit to produce it. How much? I don't know. I don't have those figures in front of me. And that's probably one of the reasons why it was canceled, because this was canceled months ago before they announced it. Jackson and Doc knew it already happened. They just didn't want to tell the fans. I guess they were trying to fight to try to get it, or find someone else to produce this. Right now, at this moment, it's hard to get a project going. It is very difficult at the moment because of COVID. Because it's now COVID is the smallest detail of it, and most people say, "Oh no, that's got to be the major." No, that's the smallest part, especially for animation. Mind you, animation can be done remotely. The thing is that all these companies, AT&T, Warner, Netflix, Disney, all these companies are cutting the fat left and right. We're seeing bloodbaths at AT&T Warner. We're going to see bloodbaths at Disney. Disney is next to come down on this hammer. Okay? We're going to see many things change around in the next 6 to 8 months. It's going to be a major bloodbath coming. You're already seeing it on AT&T. Hollywood has been burning. The fires were set. They're going. They're still ongoing. What will come out of those ashes, I couldn't tell you yet. I hope better. I hope better. The independent producer right now has the chance to move up, including the guys at Venture Brothers. They can create their own network by themselves. They have the capability. They have, all they need is to gather other people like them, and they can create their own network. Plain and simple. Basic, simple network, pay site. People will pay. Charge $5 a month. And they'll pay for Venture Brothers and anything else that you could throw at them. Long as it's not woke, long as it doesn't retain the politics like everything else that's been thrown in. If you stay to the premise of stories well made, you will end up making money out of this. This is the chance you guys got. Now, if they end up at HBOMAX, I'm okay with that as well. At least we'll get some closure to the series. But like I said, the blood is flowing because I'm going to report there's another major star, late night star, just got his show cut. And we'll discuss that in another episode. So you tell me in the comments below, how do you feel about this? Do you think HBO Max is going to pull this off, or are they just whistling Dixie? Because, it is amazing that there's so many cuts that are going on, and yet someone over at HBO Max said, yeah, okay, well, we're going to try to bring them back. We're going to try to bring them back. So let me know in the comments. Thank you for all of you that have been watching. All of you here on YouTube, Parler, Odyssey, Minds, BitChute. Thank you for watching my programming on those sites. We are working on other sites that we're trying to get on to expand this, because I know we're seeing some censorship go on, some shadow banning and stuff like that, because days I get a ton of views and other days I don't get a ton of views. And some of my stuff is supposed to be uploaded automatically to other sites, and they're not. I have to go manually do it. That's sometimes if you're watching on BitChute, if you're watching on Odyssey, I do get delays on there because of what I have to go through to upload these great shows. So thank you again for watching. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. We'll see you on the next one because we got some other big news coming. Thank you and have a good one.
Good luck out there, and thank you.